Welcome, welcome, welcome. We greet you with the love in our hearts.
Mhm.
We are live with Ella Isakov, and she is such a beautiful soul and a quantum healer. And today we are going to work with the chakras and the pineal gland as we go quantum. So let's check in with Ella. Hi, Ella. Thank you for being here. How are you?
Hi, Lauren. Hi, everybody that's live or watching the recording. I'm doing fabulous, and I hope that everybody is doing well too. Yeah.
Yes, we are feeling the frequencies of this summer and the vibrations of all of it. And I'm wondering if people are feeling new. Are we feeling the newness? Ella, what do you think when we shift to the new timeline in the frequencies that are supporting us? What are you experiencing? Can you share? Let's just check in with you and see how you're doing. What's up with you?
Thank you. Yeah, we're going through, I was just talking to a fellow healer. This may be actually one of the biggest quantum shifts that we've ever experienced, especially leading up to the 8/8 portal coming up on August 8th to 12th. There's actually going to be, I can't even fully explain it to you, but like almost like a gravity shift where it will be almost for the 7 seconds, everything will be complete stillness. But what I've just been noticing is everything is just moving fast, but also kind of like warp speed. Like, I think things are, a month in advance, but actually it's like next week. So, and everything, including things that are in my life and my intentions, and even my gifts are still evolving. Divine is like really, I feel like I'm just being worked on 24/7. If I was like, um, it's a very soothing feeling, but it's like, okay, the mission is now. The mission, like it's now. Like everything is now. It's kind of a big feeling, but then also I'd like to say I'm savoring in the feeling, but it's going pretty fast.
That's so interesting you say that. Yes, because and I'd like to have our listeners share what they're going through too. Please put that in our chat on Zoom, or if you're watching us on YouTube, please share that with us. Because sometimes it feels like time is slowing down too. Are you getting that too? So it's kind of like a forward, it goes forward really fast, like where did the day go? But then sometimes during the day, do you feel it slowing down? Are you experiencing that in like waves or moments? It's
Mhm.
very interesting, isn't it? Very.
So what you're speaking of, I'm experiencing as, I guess Divine is telling me to say it's like very deep stillness, almost like not the time has stopped. Um, that's
Right.
that's how I can express it. It's so interesting. Like, yes, like it's things that are moving so fast, but yet also in this warpy still state. Because actually, I'm just gonna throw it out there because when your consciousness is at the higher level, no matter what's going on with time, it's already operating on a different timeline. It's already operating at a higher frequency. And well, Divine's just telling me to say, greater connection to God, to spirit, to the divine. Yeah. Was there something in the chat? I think I even saw somebody, yeah, warp speed. That's what I was saying. Well, I actually think, well, it's funny you mentioned your brain. I actually think that your brain is probably being rewired, like to handle the next state. Because for a few weeks, it's gone now, but I would have this extreme pressure in my left brain. And it would be after meditations, after several sessions. And I was told that I am being rewired to, I don't want to say fit the new times. I don't know the word. That's the thing. Sometimes I can't fully express everything that's happening, but to really start to evolve, but also to manage harmoniously the new wave state. Yeah. Euphoria, that's interesting. Yeah,
I
deep
love your
grief.
word harmonious. That word just keeps popping up. Like in everything that I do, it's just harmony, harmony,
Yeah.
harmony.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. So I'm glad that we have some people feeling the same thing. Caroline says, I often experience euphoria, a place deep, a deep peace, a loving connection to nature. Wow. Yeah, thank you. So here we are. Here's how we function. And so as we're talking about the sacred technology of the human body, one of the things that I want to have you talk about, and this is going to be your activation too, it's the chakras. And now this may seem like, oh, the chakras, but the chakras are really our connection to everything, right? Our nervous system, our the information in the quantum field, all of it. So can you, I know you've got an activation, but can you give us kind of a brainy idea on that quantum level of chakras, why it's so important that we manage the hygiene on them,
Hmm.
um, why we pay attention to them from your perspective.
Mhm. I mean, in short, they they lead your life in a way because they are the ones that are carrying the distortions or things from the past, whether it's beliefs, emotions, and it's when they are cleansed, harmonized, balanced, but not only that, also it's quite important because I often say, oh, my chakras are open, but not this one. And when they're all harmonious and balanced, and we're also going to talk today about the soul star and also the earth star, also known as the super root chakra. It's a the word connection is coming up, but it's not the usual word meaning of connection that, stay connected in your body and take the energies, but it's that connection within your being and then your energetic field and then to reality around you. In a lot of ways, it actually even guides the word perception has been coming up a lot, your perception to your reality, but that perception is coming from what you're carrying within as emotions, beliefs, traumas, fears. And when we are carrying this in our chakras, sometimes I see some of the chakras are like dark, dusty rooms, like a voided space. They're not enriched, they're not and awakened, enlivened, clear, expansive. And yeah, I'm gonna say strong. Yeah, we want strong chakras. Um, It really is how we stay connected, but also how we connect to the higher realms and to life around us. How could we listen to our higher self? And then maybe you don't, I don't know what, sure you know, but the heart chakra is like the gateway to the higher chakras. And that's the one that, it's also the highest frequency chakra. So when you're opening up the heart chakra, that's when you're really, it's almost like a opening up and allowing. You can still actually have a closed crown chakra, but it is allowing for this explosiveness to greater connection to all of you. And all of you is beyond, what you touch. And there's also your higher self and guidance and so much. Yeah.
So much, and including frequency, including information. And so, just thinking about the spinal column, how the chakras line up with that. But then the Earth star and the Soul star, right? Those are outside of the body. And isn't that amazing that when we focus on that soul star, Wow, we can feel energy on that. And that's called Ra in Egyptian times. And so when we tune into these chakras, we really get a deeper insight. Intuition comes on board and just a knowingness. And so, without explaining too much about exactly what that is, we're going to experience that today. So, there's an activation. Ella, can you share with us a little bit about that activation? And then we can go right into it.
Sure. I want to, first of all, also just go back to a point that you just mentioned about the spine. And that's
Yeah.
why in my work, when the divine starts to flow, I don't even have to say because it's very multidimensional what I do. It's always moving through the spine, the fluids of the spine. When your spine is in alignment, everything else clicks in. I'm sure. Do you understand my click to click? So everything else aligns. So no matter whether I'm working on someone's health issue or soul or abundance, we are always tapping into the frequency of the spine. And my work works, it's primarily, well, we are ascending. We are ascending your chakras today. We are going to activate and ascend them and also stabilize them at that place. So we are working with elevating or ascending the frequency of your chakra. So I'm glad you mentioned that because that is huge. And then we're stabilizing your nervous system and stabilizing your whole being. And back to that word that I love is harmonious, a harmonious, balanced state. And it's in that state, especially as we're moving to 5D, you can find that sense of stability. And that's also a very important word, where we are in the state of stability and balance no matter what is around us, coming at us. We approach everything, personal, world, community, whatever, in that state. And that is, so today I will be kind of going through each of the chakras. So you'll actually hear different things. I am tapping into the collective. So this is not individual, but it is also working on yours. So I will be cleansing the traumas, the densities, the distortions. I will be activating. And then after all are done, then I will harmonize and you'll probably even feel the frequency move through the whole spine above. And so the soul star is about 12 inches above, the earth star chakra is about 12 inches below you. And then there's even other chakras. There's a lot of chakras, but yeah.
Just you saying that soul, star chakra, and the earth chakra, when you said it and I focused my attention on it, I felt it. Isn't that amazing? That shows us the power of our attention because where we put our attention, that's
Energy
where
flows.
energy goes.
That's
Yes,
right.
I love that.
Me
Okay.
too. Um,
All right. Well, I'm going
Yeah,
to
so the
just
frequency has been already running. So that's why as I'm talking, you may be already feeling as I'm saying going up and down the spine, you're probably feeling it going up and down the spine. But we are going to start to actively start this process for you. Yeah.
And I can't help but notice your beautiful hand art. There's something
So
going
my
on there.
friend, yeah, my friend makes these copper things and they are charged with 963. And this
Wow.
one primarily, this is the heart meridian point 8. If you don't know, you can always press into that to activate your heart. When I first put this on, my heart chakra was vibrating, I'm not even kidding you, for about 30 minutes. I and I was at dinner when I put it on and it was just yeah, so she's in Canada. She's selling it, but she needs to get a website going. But yeah, I love her stuff.
Coolness. Well, thank you. It looks beautiful and it's magnetic
It
and
is.
a transmitter as
Yeah,
well.
that's right.
Okay.
Very much.
Cool. Thank you, Ella. I'm gonna give you the space here.
Around 20 minutes, Laura?
Sure.
Okay.
However long you need.
Okay. Okay. The floor is ours. All right. Everybody present or listen to the recording, just go ahead and close your eyes. Sometimes people do experience vibrations. So some people like to lie down for my processes or have their head supported. So feel free to shift your seat. And what I'm going to do first and foremost is in my work, we purify an intention, really setting the tone. And I will actually activate this intention in your pineal gland today. So what I was guided to set the intention for is my chakras are clear and expansive. I could have said the nine chakras, but I was guided just to be, they like lately Divine has been asking for precise and short. So here we are. Let me purify and activate. My chakras are clear and expansive for everybody. Close your eyes, breathe. And when we close our eyes, we just allow ourselves to really let the mind rest, let the ego rest. And I'm just purifying this intention. You're going to be hearing purify a lot today because that is what we're doing to ascend to the next layer, level, higher dimension. Beautiful. It is done. So the frequency is already running all up and down your spine into the ground and above. It's already going. But I am also gonna tend to each one of the chakras. I was guided that it would be beneficial to experience each one. And first is the Earth Star, also known as the super root chakra. And it's 12 inches below, like literally outside of your body. And here we go. And all we're doing now is just clearing the traumas, the distortions, the densities. And if you're not aware of the root chakra, or excuse me, the Earth Star chakra, it is not just connection to grounding you, but also your connection to humanity. So it actually has a lot to do with the oneness of the unity of all of us because we're all on this planet. So I guess you can say they're even showing me an image that we're literally anchoring you into the oneness of the planet. And you may even be seeing that planet. So we are first and foremost purifying separation, fear of life. I can already feel that your heart chakra is already being worked at the same time. Ungroundedness in your reality, fear of your reality, and purifying all of that. You may feel extra plugged into the ground that you're sitting on or standing, or your feet on the ground, feeling more plugged in than normal. So this actually happens a lot, but we are bringing in the smoky quartz gemstone frequency into your Earth Star. And we are going to activate it permanently in your Earth Star. Wow, yeah, permanently. I wasn't planning on this. What they're also wanting to bring in, and those of you that are seers or psychic, you may already see it, is there's this green, almost like green leaves that are flowing out of your Earth Star and spreading underneath the ground through the planet. So we are activating oneness in you. I'm also sensing that whether you're live or not, because we already know who's going to be listening to this, that you're on a big mission Oh my gosh. So you can think of this as an initiation of sorts. Let me be quiet for a moment for this. I never know what's going to show up. It's almost like planting the seeds of your rising, becoming the foundation, right? It's done, but I just want you to savor it for a few more moments. They want me to relay that when you are connected to the oneness of the planet, you also remember that, just a second, that you are not just one person. Like you are one person, but you have great impact on the world and the vibration. Ooh. The activation is complete. Next, we're going to your first chakra, your root chakra. This is actually also your wealth chakra, right? The coccyx, the basic chakra, is also because we create money, wealth in 3D. First, we're going to clear any childhood trauma, survival, pain, suffering, inner child wounds. Some of you have been living in this story for even lifetimes. So we're going to purify all of that. This is big. Really, what they're doing right now is the childhood wounds. And all of this also contributes, they're saying, to lack. Divine uses lack a lot. And it's not just for money as we tend to see it as. It's lack of magnitude of things, anything. Unworthiness, not feeling safe to receive, not feeling safe to be yourself. Beautiful, sending all of that. And what they want to activate into your root chakra is worthiness. They're saying safety too, but that will be really, a lot of it will be also the second chakra. So they want to activate worthiness in your root. And the worthiness is very broad because they're saying worthiness to shine your light, worthiness to step up, worthiness to um, receive. You need to feel worthy to receive. Mm. And if you're seeing a lot of gold and almost like there's a sphere coming in, a sphere is coming in here. And I guess it is kind of fitting, even though gold comes in a lot, is it gold is the color of abundance and red is the color of the first chakra. Moving up to the sacral chakra, your place of birthing ideas, inspiration, creativity, survival, even money stressors can live here. So first, we're just going to purify it. Distortions of your capacity, distortions of who you are, and the programs that you have allowed to live in this chakra that have kept you from fulfilling whatever it is. Maraslaki marakoti ki marakatakati ki marakasti. Osti ki marakiti ki. We're going to activate in here safety, but also creativity, inspiration. They also wanted to put in here codes of fruitfulness. So we're just going to go with it. Complete. The third chakra, the center of transformation, your power, your courage, your really standing fully in your light, like the sunflower that is standing tall, bright. So here we're going to purify. They're saying all sorts of fears. They're saying too many to mention, so it's going to purify the fears. They're also saying that the fears here is what's keeping a lot of you in false self. It's what divine calls it when we are not fully. Actually, I don't want to distort it with explaining it. Whatever you feel to be is accurate. So let me just purify all the fears. Oftentimes when we name or explain things, shouldn't say often, but at times we distort it. Which is why some of the guides that I have, I cannot name them because even revealing their name will distort the connection. And they want to bring in codes and activation of courage. But it's not like it's not like just the courage of a lion. I guess grace. Yeah. courage and grace to really step into your light and be really unapologetic. Let's activate all of that. They come in codes and activation. And you may feel a different, well, you may feel slight differences here. And the citron gemstone is just already in there. So I'm just going to allow it to expand. Citron is about joy, abundance, harmony. They want to also bring in codes of belonging. It's interesting. And the heart. On the Hatha chakra, it's the highest frequency chakra. It is the gateway to the ultimate sovereignty and freedom. The big one, I already heard it before I even got here, is a lot of forgiveness, a lot of shame, self-loathing, self-hatred. The other thing they want to clear from here is dismissing yourself. This is probably part of the subconscious thoughts. So let me just be quiet, because you may be feeling pain as this is cleared, because that is common. It is very high frequency chakra. Breathe into your heart space. Some of you have like a shell around your heart space. They're actually showing me a seashell. They show it to me in different ways, but it's energetic and it's not a seashell. But so it's going to purify that as well. That's important. Love is the answer. Love is the key. The golden sphere is coming down. It's quite normal for the divine to do that. And as it goes into your heart space, they just want to activate divine love. They're saying that's all that's needed. And if you're already feeling energy going up into your throat, you're not wrong. It's already the energy is already moving up because we've opened the heart chakra. golden heart. They're saying golden heart activation, which I'm assuming is like divine love. Moving up to your throat chakra. Purifying anytime you were muted, not able to express, but even not just by others, also your own hesitation, fears, holding back. When we hold, it's not just verbal expression, but when we also hold back any kind of expression, it impacts our will in life. We've all had that. I've had that, you know, where you want to say something, but you don't. They already told me what to activate, so let me just purify. There's a stone coming in. I know what it looks like. I think it might be pyrite. It's not blue. If you're seeing it, just 1 second. Let's just purify it. Right. So what they want to activate is magnetism, magnetic, yes, in your throat, because I guess it's kind of also working with the heart. So and then pyrite, what I'm seeing kind of looks, if you're seeing it as well, there's a pyrite stone that's kind of moving into, you can look it up what it means. I'm actually not sure. It's not one of my regular stones, but I think it's pyrite and it looks like it. And magnetic, there seems to be a magnetic activation happening here. So basically your frequency of your expression will be amped up. Even in, you know, in a grocery store, like your words will amplify healing, good, love. Is it pyrite? I'm actually getting that it's not pyrite, but it looks like pyrite. Yeah. So yeah, we don't need to know, but you may see it when you do this and maybe you'll get some clarity. Oh, I do know what it is. It's funny. I think, no, they're saying, no, they're saying, yeah, like it's a form of meteorite, a stone. Anyway, it's interesting. It's the first time it's ever come in. There you go. All right, moving up to your third eye. And this is the one that Lauren really wanted. And I can see why, because as we're moving to 5D, we're really opening up to all of our gifts, right? We are clearing the way. And third eye, it's something called the third eye channel, which goes all the way back to your pineal gland. So let me first, well, it is going to happen anyway. Let's just purify your whole third eye channel to the pineal gland. Fear of seeing, pain, traumas, also distortions of what you're seeing, purifying any distortions of what you're seeing. Soften, allow. Mm. There's a lot of gunk, falsities as well. Beautiful. Um, what they're saying it's not going to be an activation. It's going to be an upgrade. So start the upgrade process of everybody's third eye. This is not going to happen overnight. It's going to require you moving into trust. Notice that when you see something or part of something or other senses are helping you see, when you doubt, when you second guess. So it's an upgrade. Also, trusting. Let's bring codes. No, no, they just want to upgrade it. Okay. If you feel like a band around your head from the third eye, there is something like that happening and it's blue. I'm hearing the word queenship. I'm assuming for men it would be kinship and kingship, but I'm just hearing, yeah, they're doing something through and around your the band of the third eye. Just take a few breaths. I feel like I need to pause after that. It's not even done. So it's going to be happening over the 1 to 2 days, depending on the person. Your crown, let's purify the crown, the blocked crown, the distorted crown chakra, the tilted crown chakra. Purify the crown chakra. Anytime you said something or thought or traumas or disconnected from source, your guides, your magnificence, even the angel realm. Amethyst is already here, even though I'm purifying. But let me just purify. Beautiful. Sending all of the distortions and densities. And the amethyst is big. It's like the size of like it's like a plate, the top part of your head. And it's circling like a cloud or like a radar. Wow. There's no activation here. That is the activation. The placement of the amethyst. It's permanent, yes. With my work, because we're working with particles, frequency, it does take about 21 days for things to settle and crystallize. So staying in surrender, staying in trust. And yes, as you do this healing over and over, it will continue to up level. I'm getting a yes. Last one is a soul star, 12 inches above. Let's purify any interruptions to your higher self, to listening to yourself. Every time that you chose not to listen to the inner voice, inner guidance, inner wisdom. There's even a connection to the Akashic records through this. So let's just purify. And yes, if you're seeing a lot of gold, there's a lot of gold. So now we're going to move the frequency through all your whole spinal, above and below. And we're activating the intention. We're activating all of them kind of to be harmonious and expansive. But I want you to, if your chakras were all aligned, expansive, cohesive, what would you be experiencing? So notice what comes into your mind. Maybe it's with your work. Maybe it's with, you have more joy, you have more harmony. Maybe you're more in your mission. Just start to envision, take a moment, take 20 seconds or so. This is important because we are elevating your consciousness. And your consciousness has to latch on to this higher frequency of the chakras right now, or it's beyond the chakras, right? It's all of you, right? Moving to the higher. So what would your experience be if all your chakras were aligned, strong, cohesive, and balanced? Bring that into your mind. Your consciousness connects. That's when we connect to the experience. So keep that in your mind, and let's just activate all the chakras to work in harmony, balance, and expansiveness. And now I'm going to activate it for you so you can always use this particular intention. You could do this every day as you go to sleep, as you wake up, whatever you like. Go to your pineal gland in the middle of your head, and I'm going to purify and activate the intention. My chakras are clear and expansive, and this will be permanently activated for you. This is my gift. I guess there's a lot of gifts. Um, So we're activating that in your pineal gland now. And everything is just to purify all of you, to surrender to this. Now, consciousness is what gets in the way. Maraslaki kiki marakataka, istiki marakoti kiki kiki kiki, amarakataki marakostiki marakataki, marakataki marakataki, si marakostiki hihihi maraka, istiki marakostiki marakataki, utiki kiki 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 kiki. You're always one. You're always oneness. You're always divine. You're always bright. Go ahead and start to bring your awareness to your breath. This will, you probably maybe feel a little different for the next couple of days. Just try and stay in a surrender and trust. Make little movements in your body. And when you are ready, you may gently open up your eyes. Ooh, that was long. Take your time.
Wow. My favorite was the soul star chakra and the heart. And wow. All right. Thank you for that, Ella. This is palpable. We are feeling refreshed. I hope everyone is feeling refreshed, feeling purified and harmonized. Yes. Amazing. Something as you were sharing, we were in the solar plexus, and I got loud and clear as you were removing the fear. Like, I saw the vision of like when we live in no fear, choices are way different, way different. What would we do if we had no fear? If we had no fear. So thank you for that. Beautiful. Raluka is saying she's feeling chills, tingling and vibrating. That's energy. That's our soul. That's us. That's like our energy. That's why this work is so palpable and so beautiful. Thank you, Pippa. Glad you enjoyed it. Particles
Yeah.
upgrading inside the body.
Yes.
Caroline says that isn't that cool?
Yeah, Carolyn, oh, there you are, Carolyn. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. That's right. So that's how and then it takes time for it to resettle in a higher frequency. That's why keeping your consciousness kind of, surrendering, trusting. And I could talk more about that tomorrow as well. Because I think now when we talk, we can also start distorting. Mm, I wish yeah. Yeah.
I'm feeling my throat.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Blue in the third eye. So cool. So cool. All right. So, what we're going to do is just have everyone be gentle with yourself. And we don't want to distort with our words. So, receive this gift of today, honor it, behold it, and carry it within you. Um, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. It feels so clean right now.
I believe like I am also in this like I don't think I can say complete sentences. Yeah, I think I never know what's gonna come through. I just set the intention, I let it flow.
Yes, thank you. We're feeling it. We're
Mhm.
absolutely feeling it. And so let's, I have something else I want you to share before we get off this call, but let's seal this beautiful, I want to say activation. Let's seal it with our love and our frequency so that it does not get distorted. Okay, so hold this within yourself and just take a breath and hold that breath for a moment. And as you exhale, that is that permanent sealing. You use that word permanent as well, and that's set now. Very good. Very good. Thank you, beautiful hearts, for being here and receiving this. So try to hold this as we chat for just a moment. There's a
Hmm.
beautiful opportunity for you now that you've felt the work of Ella.
Mhm.
She's doing something very special. She's having a new you virtual retreat.
That's right.
And that new you virtual retreat, you got a little taste of what she offers and how she works. But she's also offering a personal session. So I would highly recommend doing the session and the virtual retreat. What a gift for both of those. So Ella, take a moment
Mhm.
if you can
I
share
can. I can.
how is this going to transform someone? What are you going to do in this?
It's gonna, well, actually, the divine gave me the word new you. It's like, what? Like, what if people think it's gonna be, like they're not good now, but they really wanted it's going to be a transformation of sorts. So the first day will be all about cleansing, upgrading, shifting on the emotional, mental level. The second day will be all the physical body, and each day has two parts. So we meet at 11 a.m. for an hour and 50 minutes. Then I actually give you a ritual to do between there, just for integration, whether it's a breathing technique or a bath or my team will tell me. And then we meet again on that first day to continue the journey. Then integration after that. Then the next day we meet and it's the physical body, the hormones on the cellular level, DNA, fascia, really recalibrating and setting in. And then another kind of a ritual between that and the last session, which will be a full reset, upgrade, enhancement of the divine you. Like, you know, when we upgrade and we shift the timeline and upgrade the DNA and bring you up into the new blueprint, then it's just a matter of the trust and the letting go, and it is done. It is done. So after this weekend, this virtual women's retreat, it will be a huge shift in all parts of your life, including abundance, including money, including business, because all of that is part of you. Yeah.
It's all connected. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you for that. So, that could be purchased on its own, right?
Hmm.
Just the virtual retreat. But there's a special option that is the best value, in my opinion, because when you get personal time with Ella, that's like a laser beam into someone's field. Tell us what happens with a personal session and why that's important with this.
Well, I mean, as I do group things, it's always the collective. When we dive into, which is also very beneficial, but when we dive into the personal, I mean, it is precise to whatever intention you want to bring. And then we clear multidimensionally. We ascend, we stabilize the nervous system, but then we also, as we create this new frequency pattern, your new blueprint, we actually move that through your neural pathways to help your consciousness understand this new pattern. So whether you want to shift a health issue, money, soul level stuff, work, it's weaved in through all dimensions, honed in precisely to what needs to be cleared, what needs to be upgraded, what needs to be stabilized, and then bring you up into that new frequency pattern. And we activate that intention that we create or you create. And I tend to help people. Lately, the divine has really wanted to be short, precise, and just really to the point. And then you actually even get a re-listening protocol for that. And really, because remember, it takes around 21 days for the particles to settle, for everything to feel cohesive. Because remember, the consciousness is your greatest loop. So it's a matter of surrendering. And with this help, with the activations, with the re-listening, It's literally transforming you on a cellular DNA, consciousness timeline, all the levels.
You said consciousness is our greatest loop.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
so we need
So
to, yeah, what we
we
think we know, right?
that's right. So as we clear the programs and reset, where it's going to feel a little bit abstract for your consciousness for a while until the particles settle. And this is why the surrendering, the re-listening, and then it becomes your new reality. Then you're stable. So here's the thing, you're stabilized at that new timeline, that new consciousness. Once you're stabilized there, then it's just you live it. Where there, your health, as I said, really it's endless. People come to me for everything. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for offering that as part of this program as well. So there's two options for people.
Hmm.
You're all invited to check it out, learn more, get registered. It's such a beautiful opportunity for you, especially if you liked what you felt today. Beautiful. Um, the yawning, I found myself yawning. And so Pippa's saying, feeling the upgrade, and she was yawning too. Now that is, we've learned over the years that yawning, it's not like we're bored. No, it's something much more powerful. It's new energy coming in, right? It's our body like adjusting to it.
Yeah. It's that, it's cleansing. This is,
Cleansing.
but you said accurately, and this is why some people always fall asleep because it's new frequency that the consciousness cannot connect to, cannot relate to. So they just kind of pass out in the frequency because it's novel. Novel? That's a word, yeah. Uh, and
Yeah.
sometimes people fall asleep also just to get the consciousness out of the way and to really go dive deep as well.
Okay. I'm going to drop the link in
Yeah, I
the
saw somebody just asked for that. That's why.
It's the
Okay.
page that got you all here.
Oh, there you go.
And we're going to send you a replay as well. So you'll have lots of chances to get that. But I'm going to drop it right here, right now for everyone. There you go. Check it out. I'm flying high. I'm going to go and continue to feel and circle around these energies. Like, I can feel all of them in alignment, like they're all in a channel, and it's so beautiful. And it makes me high. It really does. It's like there's no worry. Let's say you use the word stabilize, and I
Hmm.
like to say fortified.
Ooh, I like that too.
Yeah, I feel fortified. Like, and
Sturdy.
another word, sturdy. Another word, back in the day, we would say bulletproof, but I don't like that word now. I mean, it does make sense, but we are fortified, filled up,
I like that a lot.
energized. Cool.
Yeah, so just to keep observing, maybe go for a walk. I think I'm even gonna go for a little walk. Just, you know, if possible, take the next couple of minutes, even 30 minutes, just to be with it. And yeah, and you may be vibrating, maybe feeling a little different for the next couple of days. And yes, you can re-listen. Uh, Tap in or just go, it can't harm you. Or if you kind of know your energy is, you'll know when it's a yes. If you're contracting, it's a no. If it's a expansiveness, it's a yes. And that will also guide you when is a good time to re-listen. It's different for everybody, but I do encourage you to re-listen. Yeah.
And this replay will be right here on this page, on the page that I dropped in the box in the chat. That replay will be right there for day 2. Wow. So you can enjoy this again and maybe even go to sleep with it or
Yeah.
wake up with it, right? Feel into it again
Yeah.
and notice how it's different for you each time you come back to it
That's right.
because you're at a different level and this is a living quantum energy. It's going to meet you wherever you are at. It's almost like a scalar frequency. It is scalar energy. It's divine frequency. So that means it knows where to go and it knows what to do. So I love that. Thank you. What a gift today, Ella. What a gift. So
Oh,
everyone, there's a note in here. Write your experiences down. Write them down. And then tomorrow, when we meet tomorrow,
yes.
please join us and you can
Yeah.
ask your questions and share
Mhm,
your
mhm.
experiences. So write your questions down today for Ella. Is there anything that you ever want to talk about? Or actually, Ella might even be looking in at you and offering some advice. Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. So tomorrow we have
Mm.
Ella for another beautiful session, day 3 of our quantum conversation experience.
I'm so excited.
Um,
Yeah.
all right, so now everyone just receive this and hold it. And we're going to check in with everyone tomorrow. Thank you, Ella. As we say goodbye, I just want to give you those words to say as we close.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. It's such an honor to hold this space. May everything that was done for you today be held in grace, purity, and divine light.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for receiving this, beautiful hearts. Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye now.
See you
See
all
you tomorrow.
tomorrow. Mhm.
Bye-bye. This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in unity consciousness. Visit newearth1.com.